This is the opposite world, and this is Ted, a literal workaholic, while this is Tim, a lazy guy who really liked sleeping. When Ted was working on some random stuff, it made Tim's pictures fall, and Tim woke up. And later, when Ted wanted to make some pancakes while listening to jazz, his not-so-friend Tim played some lofi hip-hop, which Ted didn't really like. Ted and Tim were not really having a best relationship because they were totally different in each and every way, and when Tim saw a red apple, he just threw it into Ted's room, and that's when Ted saw that they mixed their apples. They were not having as much privacy as they would like to have because Ted accidentally found Tim's sock, and they had to exchange their socks without speaking a word again, but that's far from the biggest problem they had. After having a shower, they heard a postman, but the guy didn't want to waste some 50-cent newspapers, so instead of 2, he only left 1 newspaper because Ted and Tim were literally living in the same house. But that's when the problem began because they both wanted to read news and some other boring political stuff, but that's when everything went out of hand and they started a big epic fight. And since Tim was much shorter, he just kept kicking him while Ted was just throwing hands everywhere. But that's when their small 7-year-old neighbor came. They stopped fighting for a second so that they don't get sued, and the small guy actually had a gift for both of them, and he gave them 2 flowers, but of totally different colors, and they realized that they were actually just chill guys and not some grumpy oldies. So do you get the hidden message?